Hello and welcome back to Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition. Me, Bardon, the nameless one, Dakon, and Anna, and still no more. Okay, so let's talk to some more people if we can. So we've got Cinder here. Let's talk to you. You see a large, blustery merchant. He looks to be totally hairless, and his pale yellow skin is scarred as if from burns. He looks at you intently as you approach. Greetings. He smiles at you. Greetings. I'm Cinder. I heard about you. You'll be the scared, clueless fella that be going around the wards asking questions. What can I be helping you with? You look like you have a few scars yourself. He frowns, then begins to laugh. Aye, that I do. A few years back, I had me kip set up in the hive. Some barmy mage decided to burn the ward right out of Sigil. Almost took me with it. Sick for a month I was. A month? That's not all that long. He nods and gets a faraway look for a moment. Aye, it could have been worse. Local mage healed me, fixed the scars and all. Could have grown my hair back, but I kinda liked the look. Do you think this mage could help me with my scars? He looks you over then shrugs. I don't see why not. Your scars don't look that bad. He looks at you closely. Aye. Now, who's to say? You should talk to him yourself. Name's Sebastian. And he sets up his skip up over by the foundry. I may do that. I have some other questions. I'd be pleased to answer your questions. He narrows his eyes and gives you a sly smile. About the shop and the wares you see here, that is. I'm not now tout, I'm not. Okay. I'm interested in spells. He smiles. I think I can help you. Let me show my wares. Alright. So what have we got? Okay, so the inaccessible... So this is for lockpicking, I guess. Allows you to cast knock. Up to 2 impediments per spell. Okay. Used only by mages. Area of effect 10 square feet. Range 180 feet. Okay, these are interesting. But I'm not sure which ones I'll actually go for. So we'll look at that another time, I think. Now, who else we got? Oh, you look like someone. Okay. Oh, well, that's Anna. Of course he looks like someone. But there's a guy over here in the corner. Let's go talk to him. Is it Corvus? Looks like. You see a tall man in plate armor. The armor is of unusual construction, with spikes flaring from the shoulders, elbows and forearms. He nods at your approach. Then his eyes wander about the market. Good day, citizen. I'm Guard Corvus. Greetings. How may I help you, citizen? He gives you a friendly look, but glances over your shoulder. I have some questions. He nods. Let's see. He nods to you. I will help you where I can, citizen. He looks about the market expectantly. Who are you? He gives you a slight bow. I am Harmonium Guard Corvus, citizen. I help keep the peace here at the market. He glances about for a moment, then looks at you. Okay, I have other questions. Try to see what he's looking at. You glance over your shoulder and notice a young lady wandering the market. Corvus seems to have his eyes locked on her. You seem preoccupied. What are you looking at? He snaps his attention back to you. I beg your pardon, citizen. Please excuse me. His eyes wander back to the young woman and his voice fades almost to a whisper. She has the voice of an angel and she is such a pretty young thing. He sighs. Why don't you go talk to her? You seem quite infatuated with her.
Updated my journal.
An uncomfortable silence fills the air. Finally he turns his attention back to you. I just couldn't. I mean, a woman like that? Well, she must be... He sighs and pauses for a moment. Was there anything else I could help you with? I must be going. Farewell. So let's find the woman that he's looking Shoppers, market worker. Who is he looking at? Maybe they're over here. Female shopper, female shopper. There's Laszlo. Okay, not you, not you. Maybe this one. Karina. Okay, let's talk to Karina. You see a pretty young woman wearing simple clothes. She wanders about the market and examines everything, but does not make any purchases. You notice that people seem to be avoiding her, but they try not to make it obvious. She flashes you a warm smile as you approach. Greetings. Her smile broadens. Hello, I'm Katrina. It's a pleasure to meet you, Cutter. She continues to smile and waits for your response. I have some questions. She nods her head. All right, what do you want to know? I'm looking for someone named Lothar, or the Master of Bones. She frowns. Lothar? I don't know anyone named Lothar. I can't recall ever hearing that name either. She gives you a concerned look. Did you say Master of the Bones? That sounds ominous, doesn't it? Why would anyone want to be known by that name? But it sounds rather impressive. She nods her head. Yes, I think I see what you mean. It does have a certain something about it. Kind of catchy. If you think about it long enough. She looks lost in thought. I had some questions. Where can I buy some weapons? She smiles and points to one of the counters. Anze over there sells weapons. All kinds of weapons. Are you a warrior? How silly of me, of course you are. I mean, how could you not be with all those scars? Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't mention those. You're not sensitive about them, are you? No, I've gotten used to them. She looks relieved. Oh, good. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, or anyone else's for that matter. You just have to be careful what you say to someone, you know? I mean, people are different and you never know. What may offend one person may not offend another. So, anyway, she pauses for a breath and smiles at you. I have some questions. You really like to talk, don't you? She shuffles her feet and looks embarrassed. Well, I've been told that I probably talk a bit too much and, well, people tend to avoid me. And I don't really have any friends or male friends courting me. Sometimes I get lonely. Her voice gets lower and lower until she is finally silent. She stares at the ground at her feet. I don't think you're a bad person, Karina. I happen to like you.
Updated my journal.
She gives you a hopeful look. Really? Thank you so much. I don't have your name. I don't remember my name. She frowns, starts to say something, and then thinks better of it. She shrugs her shoulders. What's in the name? It's just nice to know I have a friend. She smiles. Farewell, Karina. So can we go talk to him now and see what the story is? So he seems to like her. Which is a door there. Obviously he's guarding. You see Corvus. Okay. Prince Stevie's looking at. You glance over his shoulder and see Karina wandering nearby. Corvus seems to have his eyes locked on her, wandering about. Her name is Karina. He snaps his attention back to you. I beg your pardon. You know her, citizen. He looks at Karina again. Voice of an angel. Such a pretty young teen. Yes, and she also seems lonely, uncertain she would welcome the company of a gentleman.
Updated my journal.
He glances at you, then back at Karina. Excuse me a moment, citizen. He steps around you and heads toward Karina. All right. Corvus returns to you and is smiling brightly. Thank you, friend. A wonderful young lady. He looks a little glassy-eyed. Farewell, Corvus. Okay, so we got to be a bit of a matchmaker there. Now, who else we have? Let's in there.
All right.
Let's talk to Laszlo again. Yes, I have some questions. see, can you tell me about this ward? What is it called? The lower ward? I think he told us this before. Or maybe not. Well, it's reckoned the ward got a mess of portals to the lower planes, all riddled through it like cheese. So it does. So I suppose that's why the name stuck. He smiles proudly. Why are there so many lower portals here? He shrugs. It's a mystery to me. And it is to you, Cutter. As it is to you, Cutter. Not sure if there is a reason for the portals, as such as just circumstances. Could be the lady's will, could just be chance, suppose. He shrugs again. Do any creatures ever come out of these portals? His eyes grow a little wider. Aye, they do. Most of them just stop them through. He swallows nervously and looks worried. You look nervous. You've seen this yourself? Aye, I've seen it. He pauses and swallows again. 'Twas just last week or so. I saw a couple of Abysai come through a portal. They talked a good bit and then one of them went back through. The one that stayed is still there. He frowns. What were they talking about? I don't know for sure. To me it was just hissing and such. But I think they were talking about the tower. He shrugs. The tower?
Updated my journal.
Aye. That's one of the strangest sights to be in the ward. No one really knows how long that scarred old tower has been around. You can't get into it, you know. Bolted up tighter than a chastity belt. I'd be curious to know what's in there. He thinks for a moment. The Abysai was gesturing at the tower and the portal. They was looking for the key, I bet. What key? The key to the portal that leads to the tower. Every portal has a key that opens it to somewhere. The key can be a gesture, an item, or even a thought. Many have tried hard to get into the tower. No matter how hard you try, you fail. Maybe the secret is getting it to not want to get in. Maybe the secret to getting in is to not want to get in.
Updated my journal.
He shrugs. I don't know, Cutter. Maybe so. Tell me where the portal is located.
Updated my journal.
He stops to think for a moment. There's a drawbridge-like contraption back in the tower, east of the market. That's where it is. He gets a faraway look. So it's east of the market and a drawbridge. Okay. I must be going. Farewell. So that was some nice information. I think we talked to you and you. I think we talked to everyone in here. So let's head outside. And while we're heading outside, I'm going to take a drink. My throat's a bit dry.
I like that.
Okay, so it's nighttime. Oh,
Done.
something here. Oh, nothing here. Could have been something. Actually, you should have checked over this far away if there's stuff to take. There's one here beside those guys. And we need to talk to him as well anyway. So we got some coppers. Oh, there's another one here. Cloth charm and a bandage. Okay, that's nice. Now let's go talk to Bardon. You see, Byron Pitt, the moneylender, back again. I want to talk to you about Trist. Aha, Trist. He frowns and looks away. After a moment he looks at you and raises his eyebrow. What about her? I'm trying to find a missing document for her. He sighs and shakes his head. There is no missing document. That was a ruse instigated by Trist to cast doubt on her death. This matter has been thoroughly investigated by the Mercy Killers, and they found no evidence of any such document. The Mercy Killers? Yes, a faction of fanatics dedicated to uncovering the truth in crime cases and handing out justice. They are often used as investigators by the courts of Sigil. They are quite thorough, and they found nothing. He glares at you. They could have missed something. That is a possibility, but not very likely. You obviously are not familiar with the Mercy Killers or their methods for you to make such a statement. If they could not find the document, then it does not exist. He looks at you angrily. Someone could have stolen the document and then destroyed it. That way the loan would be paid twice.
Updated my journal.
For a moment he looks as if he's about to be furious with you. Then a gloating smile crosses his face. What a terrible thought. Pity there is no proof of any such activity. He continues to smile. Yes, a pity. So tell me, why have Triss sold into slavery? Couldn't she pay you your money in the form of a loan? Yes, she could, and I did make that offer to her. He looks at you sternly. However, she turned me down. I don't allow second chances. No one turns me down without suffering the consequences. No one. I have some other questions. No, I've had enough of you to last a lifetime. I'll answer no more of your questions. Now pike it up. Now pike it, sod. He turns away from you. Okay, let's leave. Okay, what a git. Okay.
Right.
Is she gone now? Looks like it. Oh, who are you? Oh, that's Sebastian. Okay. So we needed to talk to you, so let's go. Oh, looks like you're ready for a fight though. Let's talk to you though. You see an older man in elegant robes. He has bright eyes and a warm smile. He gives you a slight bow as you approach. Good day, Cutter. I am Sebastian. How may I serve you? Greetings. Greetings to you as well, Cutter. He stops in mid-sentence as he notices your scar. You see his eyes travel along them and his eyebrows arch in surprise. He returns his gaze to you. I was about to ask what I could do for you, but there is no need. I think I see why you came to see me, Cutter. What? Are you trying to say you can help me with these scars? He smiles at you and shrugs his shoulders. Perhaps, Cutter, perhaps. He leans forward and begins to examine your scars carefully. He runs a finger along several of them, mumbling to himself. Finally he looks up at you. Yes, Cutter, I can help you. I cannot cure you, but I can alleviate the worst of your condition. And your price? Ah, yes, the price. He begins stroking his chin and stares at you. You get the impression you are being weighed somehow. He seems to come to some sort of decision. I have a job that I think you could perform. Go on. I have signed a contract with a certain creature. I am no longer able to fulfill the contract. It is beyond my abilities. However, the creature will not release me from the contract. Instead, it has threatened me with death unless I fulfill the contract. Let me guess, you want me to solve this problem for you? He sighs. Yes, I cannot do it myself. My reputation demands that I fulfill the contract or face the consequences. I am at your mercy in this regard. Will you help me? What kind of creature are we talking about? An Abyssai named Grossock, Cutter. He pauses to gauge your reaction. I know this is a difficult task, but one I think you can handle. Also, the reward I offer you is great. He gestures at your scars. What were you contracted to do? He shakes his head. I cannot reveal that information, Cutter. I am magically bound not to. This is why people come to me. They know that if I accept the contract, it will be handled with discretion. I see. An interesting proposal. He looks at you hopefully. Will you do it, Cutter? Yes, give me the details.
Updated my journal.
He smiles at you and gives a sigh of relief. Thank you, Cutter. The creature is an Abyssai named Grossock. You will need a magic weapon to cause it any harm, so check with some of the shops. If you do not own one, a spellcaster can harm it as well. Grossock can be found in the east, beyond the siege tower. Siege tower? Yes, over beyond the market. Damn thing just appeared one day, several years back. No one knows why and no one seems to be able to get inside to find out. I see. Fine, farewell. Okay.
My lungs feel like a chimney.
Alright.
So we're gonna have to buy weapons to do that. But there's a guy called Vorton here. I want to go talk to him. I think maybe we talked to him before, but yeah, I think he was the first guard we talked to. You see your Harmonium officer. He gives you a bored look as you approach. Greetings. He gives you a bored look. Greetings, citizens. Measure 3, Vorton at your service. So definitely didn't talk to this guy before. I have some questions. He sighs. I don't mean to be rude, but I am on duty and have no time for questions. He pauses. If you'd like information, go talk to Eb Creekneys. Who's Eb Creekneys? I think we know Eb Creekneys. We found him in the bar. Was he the one that that fixed it for, what was the lady with the teeth? The one that Mort has her teeth. I think he's the one that did that. He's an old friend of mine. I think he considers himself to be a tout now. So he can give you the chant concerning just about anything. Where do I find him? He thinks for a moment. Last I heard, he pretty much set himself up in the Smoldering Corpse bar. You can find it somewhere down in the hive. Okay, so it is him. Thank you. Farewell. Yeah,
Done.
we talked to Eb before. Okay, so we're going to head around this way. Oh, there's something we can enter there. Let's go in here. Oh, this is the marketplace again. Oh, okay, so I thought he was guarding that, but it's the other gate. Well, while we're here, why don't we buy some magical weapons? So he won't use anything other than...
in all things.
Or it seems like he won't use anything other than his... So it's Alec and... Do you use spells or what do you say? Let me see your wares again. Yeah, he's like charms and stuff. Yeah, because he's got his son at the forge, so obviously he's the one that makes the weapons. Even if he doesn't use the forge. I'd like to see your wares. Enchanted battle axe, enchanted hammer. Okay, let's. So, magic punch dagger. So that would be good for her. Let's buy that for her. Then is his weapon magical anyway? It would seem to be, but let's see. So he can't equip any of those. Okay. Oh, and let's should have seen if we could sell him some stuff that we don't want. Let's sell him the cloth charm. And that's pretty much all we want to do now. Okay, so let's go to her inventory and swap these out. So what does this do? It's 1 to 4 piercing, enchanted, special +2 piercing damage, okay, speed 2, weight 2, fists. This weapon is a pair of jagged dagger blades mounted on iron knuckles. The blades have jagged edges to allow them to dish out additional piercing damage when the bearer strikes an opponent. In addition, the blades have been magically enhanced to increase the damage incurred. Okay, so hers is a magic one now. Okay. Well, he should be casting spells, so we shouldn't have a problem with him. So let's pop back outside. I think before we got to fight anyone, we need to get Mort back because he's a tank. And these guys aren't going to last very long without the tank.
I'm gone.
Okay, so what have we got there? There's something on the ground. Oh, some copper. Got a guard over there. Okay, just checking. Let's talk to Darren again. Some questions. Okay, so he's not going to do anything. Just trying to find everywhere we can go. There's this guy, look. So we don't want to talk to him yet, because we might trigger the fight. So we just need to find anyone else that we can talk to, really. Then we should go and check out where the guy said that where a number of people have pointed us to. This looks like it here, the wreck building. So, just checking for any named people. Doesn't look like there is any. Okay, so we can go here. Let's go down here and get ourselves in.
I'm gone.
Okay, so where is the...
This is it.
This is it? Okay. So what do we do if this is it? How do we get to go down? Can we rest in here? Oh, we can't. Let's see if passing time does anything. Okay, let's scroll in. Just looking for anything we can interact with. That looks like something, but there's nothing. That's the ladder. Okay. So how do we... there we go. We just have to go over there. And now we're down here. Shelf of Skulls. Thank the powers you're here, Chief. Give me a... Oh, it's more, actually. Thank the powers you're here, Chief. Get me out of here. What are you doing up there? Those weird vermin nicked me and brought me here. Come on, boss. We gotta get out of here. This place is bad news. Why don't you just float down? I can't. I've tried. Come on, get me down. Before... Oh, I guess before this guy comes along. A flash of light and smoke blinds you for a moment, and a withered old man stands before you. Have we visitor, Skull? Have we visitor, Skull? Oh no! Mort whispers furiously to you. Do not offend this blood, boss. He'll dead book you faster than you can spit. The old man ignores Mort. Greetings, traveller. Who might you be to enter Lothar's humble salon without invitation? My pardon, sir, but you seem to have something that belongs to me. Ah, yes. What might that be? My friend Mort wound up on your shelf. You want a chattering skull with half the grace and manners of any ordinary creature? Give me a greater skull in return, if you wish it back. Lothar replies. I do not need to bargain for something that is already mine. Okay, so he said not to offend him, so those probably would. So let's say, where can I find a greater skull? Move aside the divan in the center of the room and pass through the portal on the eastern wall in the chambers below to the catacombs. The portal will remain active for your return. In the catacombs, many skulls. One of the great value lies within the interior crypt of the Dustmen, beyond the drowned nations. Bring that skull to me, as my were-at minions have failed to do, and I will see to it that your friend is returned to you. Perhaps I shall even answer some questions for you. I've been to the tomb you speak of. It is empty.
Updated my journal.
What is the meaning of this? The tomb was so well trapped, so well defended from scrying magics. that it was a challenge even for me. There must be some explanation for this, and he draws out his words angrily and slowly. You will provide it to me. Go through the portal in the chambers and below and seek the answers. It was my own tomb. Your tomb? Your tomb? He eyes you carefully. We shall investigate this more carefully. Fetch me another skull then, as I seem attached to yours, and we shall see what answers I can provide. Our agreement shall be as before. Do not try to deceive me with just any bone either. I am something of a connoisseur. Return when you have something of value to me. Very well. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
Teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
Oh, nice. He's leveled up. Cool. So let's do our leveling up then. So where's stats? Journal statistics screen. Okay. So he hasn't, but he has. Let's level up. So let's see what he's getting. Fighter skills have improved. 3 hit points gained. 1 hit point gained from Constitution bonus. Nice. She's leveled up as well. Very nice. +1 fist. Saving throws have improved. Fighting skills have improved. 20 thief skill points gained. 4 hit points gained. 2 hit points gained from Constitution. Okay, so she's getting stronger as well. She definitely needs to. Let's see. Let's put points into open doors, because that could be very important to us. And then let's accept them. Okay. And then I think we're pretty much out of time for this episode. So from me, the Nameless One, Dakon, and Anna, who both have just leveled up, it's goodbye. And we really do, and actually Mort is here as well. So even though he's not in the party, from Mort 2, it's goodbye. And we really do hope to see all of you next time. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.